No, I gave you my opinion twice. You outvoted me. You did this to Dr. Benjamin yourself, and that is why you can tell him yourself. Who is it?
See you in a minute, please.
Come in, Dr. Benjamin, come in.
Duncan's up there in my office. It's important. He's operating on Mrs. Lewis, the hysterectomy. It's my job. I washed up, prepared, and they told me at the last minute. I understand, doctor, I don't mind being replaced like this, but Leeds is a goddamn fool. He shouldn't be permitted to...
Leeds is the nephew of Senator Leeds.
He's incompetent as hell.
They're doing splendid work in brain surgery these days. This is a very
I'm
fine
sorry, I
specimen.
thought you'd be interested.
Well, I am, young man, I am. Only remember, it's a charity case.
Of course, they'd never allowed for a second otherwise.
Her life is in danger?
Of course. You know how dangerous the situation is.
Turn your gimlet eyes elsewhere, doctor. Jigging around like a cricket on a hot grill won't help. Doctors don't run these hospitals. He's the senator's nephew, and there he stays.
It's too bad.
I'm not calling you down either. God damn it, do you think it's my fault?
I know. I'm sorry.
Just a minute. Sit down.
I'm sorry, I can't sit.
Stand there.
I understand, Dr. Barnes. I don't mind being replaced at the last minute this way, but... Well, there's this flagrant matter of class distinction. Because she's
Be
poor,
careful of words like that. Class distinction? Don't belong here. Lots of energy, you brilliant young men, but idiots. Discretion. Ever hear that word?
Radical.
Precisely, and someday, like in Germany, it might cost you your head.
Not to mention my job.
So they told you?
Told me what?
They're closing Ward C next month. I don't have to tell you that the hospital isn't self-supporting. Until last year, that board of trustees met deficits. You can guess the rest. At a board meeting Tuesday, our fine feathered friends discovered that they couldn't meet the last quarter's deficit. A neat little sum, well over $100,000. If the hospital is to continue at all, it's damn
necessary to close another charity ward. And it's full.
So they say.
That's not all?
Have to cut down on staff, too.
It's too bad. Does it touch me?
Afraid it does.
But after all, I'm top man around. Not to say I'm better than the others, but I've worked hard.
And shown more promise.
I always suppose they cut from the bottom first.
Usually.
In this case.
Complications.
For instance.
I like you, Benjamin. It's one
I'm no
ripping shame.
sensitive plant. What's the answer?
An old disease. Malignant, tumescent. We need an antitoxin for it.
See.
What?
Faced that disease before. Harvard first.
You have seniority here, Benjamin.
But I'm a Jew.
Microbes.
Pressure from above.
Don't think Kennedy and I didn't fight for you.
Such discrimination with all those wealthy Jews on the board.
I've remarked before, doesn't seem to be much difference between wealthy Jews and rich Gentiles, cut from the same piece.
For myself, I don't feel sorry. My parents gave up an awful lot for me to get this far. They ran a little dry goods shop up in the Bronx before the pitiful savings went in the crash last year. Papa's peddling neckties. Saul Ezra Benjamin, a man who's read Spinoza all his life.
Doctors don't run medicine in this country. The men who know their jobs don't run anything except for the motormen on trolley cars. I've seen medicine change, plenty. Anesthesia, sterilization, but not because of rich men. In spite of them. In a rich man's country, your true self's buried deep. Microbes, less vermin. See this ankle, this delicate, sensitive hand. 400 years to breed that, out of a revolutionary background. Spirit of 76, ancestors froze at Valley Forge. What's it all mean? Slops. The honest workers were sold out then in 76. The constitutions for rich men then and now. Slops. Dr. Barnes. I see. They lost your patient. That's right. That's right. Young. Hot. Go and do it. I'm very ancient, fossil, but life's ahead of you, Dr. Benjamin, and when you fire the first shot, say, this one's for old Doc Barnes. No, too much dignity, bullets. Don't shoot vermin, step on them. If I didn't have an invalid daughter... I have said my piece, Dr. Benjamin.
Lots of things I never understood. These things, these radicals say, you don't believe theories until they happen to you.
You lost a lot today, but you won a great point.
Yes, to know I'm right. To really begin believing in something. Not to say what a world, but to say change the world. I wanted to go to Russia. Just last week I was thinking about it. The wonderful opportunity to do good work in their socialized medicine.
Beautiful, beautiful.
To be able to work.
Why don't you go? I might be able to...
Nothing's near that I'd like to do.
Do it!
No. Our work is here. In America.
Right.
I'm scared. What future lies ahead, I don't know. Get some job to keep alive. Maybe drive a cab. And study. And work. And learn my place.
And step down hard.
And fight! Maybe get killed, but damn. We'll go ahead.